Thank you for being with us this morning. I'm glad to see that you're okay. Were you in the building when the collapse happened on Sunday? Where were you?
On Sunday when it happened, I was actually out getting groceries, so I wasn't in the building.
Where is your apartment in that building?
It was apartment 201, and from the damage, it's basically the opposite side of the building.
Okay. How recently had you moved in?
I moved in Saturday night, May 27th.
The day before the collapse?
Yes.
And what did you know about this building? Had you been made aware of any of the concerns that have now come to light?
I was not because I'm from Missouri, so I didn't do any in-person tour with the building management or leasing company. So my impressions of the building were through the listing that I found and a video call that I did with the leasing agent.
So you had just moved in, you were getting groceries, the building came down. At what point did you learn what had happened? Did you drive up on it?
I did. I had come back around 7 p.m. on Sunday, and I found out by turning the corner on Harrison Street and seeing the building myself.
And then what did you do?
When I saw it, I just it took me quite a while to process what was going on because I didn't realize initially that that was my building. And then when I finally did, I went to the nearest cop because I still had a cat inside. And I kept trying to see about if anyone was going to be able to go in, and they all just kept saying no.
And your cat, Lulu, what happened with her?
They were able to rescue her on Tuesday, thankfully. And she is in our hotel room right now, being just the best she can be.
Back together again. We need moments to smile during such a tragedy, and I'm glad to see that Lulu is safe. Elizabeth, what are you doing right now? Are you getting any support or resources from the city, from the Red Cross?
So far, I've heard of resources that they've been saying that they're going to give residents, but I haven't actually been contacted by anyone about these resources.
So there's no central command providing information to residents?
No, there's not.
Okay. And what is it like for you to watch this search right now happen in your new home, in a place that you had just started?
I mean, it's always scary. I'm kind of just watching it to see what happens. If this building collapses, I lose all of my stuff that I've ever had. I moved everything into the apartment, and I'm going to lose everything if this building collapses fully.
I think we often think, if there were a fire or something happens in our homes, what are the first things that you grab? What is the one thing in your apartment that, other than your cat Lulu, that you prize, that you want back?
I had a backpack with a hard drive with all of my previous work on it that I'm going to lose. It also held my camera and just some other little things that I could have used in this time right now.
Yeah. Every little thing that we take for granted becomes so much more clear in moments like this. There's been a lot of discussion in the community about how the city is handling this and some of the steps that were taken to warn people ahead of time. Have you been witness to any of that? And what's your read on where things stand right now with people who live in the apartment complex and with communication with the city?
Since it happened, I've not been contacted by the city, by the building management, by the owner, by the leasing company. I got a call yesterday from the Red Cross, but all they told me about was the resource fair that's happening tomorrow at 10. But that's all. There hasn't been any sort of contact to me to be like, this is what you can do next or anything like that.
What brought you to Davenport, Elizabeth?
I just started an internship on Wednesday with the Quad City Times, so I came for that.
And have you been able to think about next steps yet?
Yes, I have gotten a lot of support from the community, from my friends in Columbia, where I went to Missouri, where I went to college. and my family.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.